Welcome in, YouTube, to part 3 of Post-Shadowbringers. We're gonna hopefully have our showdown with Elidibus this part. It's patch 5.3, Reflections in Crystal or something like that. So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below and all that good stuff. Hit the bell for notifications, everything that you know you need to do to help me out algorithm-wise. And that you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, usually starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah, let's hop on over to the capture. In the name of light, or into the... In the name of the light. Hold on, I got a bunch of stuff to close over here. My bad, I was not prepared. Mistress Initari, will you be venturing forth today? Do be sure to take care if so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness how to look after herself. Old habits, you understand. Welcome in, Sogo. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, Morrighan! How very opportune! Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is in the case of Ardbert. You too were surprised to see him, I think. I was, you know, considering he's absorbed inside of me. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect his words had on those around me. And then the stars rained down from the sky and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Morrighan, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you, perhaps, wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. What can you tell me about the Warrior of Light, or what the situation is like in the city? The situation in the city? Do you mean the people's awakening as Warriors of Light? Well, while questions remain about the circumstances surrounding Ardbert's return, history tells us that what took place may not be entirely unprecedented. But to understand that requires an understanding of Warriors of Light in a broader Vrandic context. If it please you, I should be glad to provide an overview. I flatter myself that it may grant you a better grasp at that which is occurring not only in the Crystarium, but the world at large. Excellent! I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray join me at your earliest convenience. I accidentally dropped my garbage. I did not mean to. No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Do not let me keep you, miss. I bid you a pleasant day. And I bid you adieu. Okay. Now we gotta go to the Cabinet of Curiosity, and the quickest way to do that is just going to be to take the Ethernet. Here we go. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have to go all the way to the top. Morrighan. Excellent timing. I have but this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. Ooh, Alphino and Alice are showing up too. Okay. Okay. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help but overhear. We've been keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up on my knowledge of familiars, and Alphino volunteered to help. Oh, Reen's here too! I don't know how I missed her originally. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? The more the merrier. Is what I thought he would say. And he probably would. Something along those lines. That feels like an Alphino line. Of course, the more the merrier. Instead it was Morrighan. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of Randic history, one would note the comparatively frequent recurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Totherwil, legendary first king of Lakeland, Rodfert and Solid, the fabled drawn and galgant duo of Vobert, and no list of Vantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older text, she too was called a Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how ready people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past it was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear, the title used to exalt, but not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Norvrant's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of light, the hero styled himself its foot soldier, and thus did he become to be known as the Warrior of Light. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the selfsame epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title of Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as you can well attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself a warrior of light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they came to use the title Warrior of Light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It would be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. Heidelin did call me a warrior of light. What's in a name? It doesn't change anything. And there I was, thinking I was special. Heidelin did call me a warrior. She did? I've never heard her voice myself, but I can feel her presence. Perhaps through Menphilia. At any rate, assuming all of this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Asians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Heidelin, with good, must have added insult to injury. While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Mayhap it would be better if I excused myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warriors of Light has given us much to ponder. Ooh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Ricky Tio, are you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Ah, did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Arkle, Farewell. We're sorry, Master Morrighan. Aren't you? It is I, the Warrior of Darkness. The Warrior of Darkness? My name's Ricky Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Well, give me options. Look at those adorable eyes. How can I say no? So I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium. No, in all of Norvrond. When I told Arkle and Urwel this, they said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big, and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young. But, Esteemed Warrior of Darkness, perhaps you might accompany young Riki Tio to Spagurettes. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the chirurgeons at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we finished here, so we'll come with you. Last one to Spagurettes is a rotten egg. Ha! I'll have you know I'm really fast. You're going to be the rotten egg. No, I won't. Sprint! Because we have the power of the Ethernet on our side. It would be interesting if you actually could race them here, but you can't. Because somehow they will have miraculously already beaten us. Yep. Tis a shame, really. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor, and if you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's ways to keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. And younglings like you who are the future of the Crystari. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see. And so, difficult though it was, they made the decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you to pursue it. We all work hard, the day will come when our chirurgeons may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well, though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, may I entrust you with a task. I have placed an order at Sweet Sieve for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Ooh, an ingredient! Leave it to me, miss. Oh my, such an abundance of energy. Though I can't help but wonder if she'll be alright by herself. You, Miss Warrior of Darkness, go with her. When you arrive at Sweet Sieve, speak with a woman named Gracine, and she will point you in the right direction. You got it. I shall join you. As the one who suggested this course to Riki Tio, I would assist in her first steps. Good, Alphino. Good. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riki. So we'll wait for you here, Warrior of Darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Deal. Alright. Gracine, huh? Gracine is going to be outside. Is this the top from the current alliance? Not the current alliance raid, but from the alliance raids? No, that's the Yorha Type 51 Robe of Casti. Okay. Just run across their pumpkins. It's fine. They're just pumpkins. Why is that one in a cage? What did that pumpkin do? I'm sure it's actually something to do with, like, gardening techniques that I don't know. 4 apples, 7 lemons. How many times must you count? If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness herself! Oh, may I assume you are with Master Alphino? You may. Right. Lest you wonder, Chesameel's order is for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits on the vine. Perhaps you could lend them a hand. It's the undersized grapes you want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicines. We need 3 batches of them. Now, are these grapes like the ones in Endwalker? Yes, they are. Apparently, it was a big old meme when Endwalker first dropped, and I wasn't there for it. Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes! It's quite fun. Wow, you've picked this many already? Amazing. I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesamil? I can't wait to see what she's going to do with them. Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior light? Why, well, a while ago I fell sick. Really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I'd ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave, the apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people, even when it was dangerous, and I decided I wanted to help people just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing, or if there was anything else I could do. Then not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world, helping people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. Out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Thaler, one of the gods awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Riki Tio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided with them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not, but that a way will be found. Damn it! This is no longer a strange and distant land, after all. Norvront has become a home to us, and her people our own. Let us return to Spagurix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. You're right, Alphino, it would not. Sprint! Now what I want to know is that design on the thigh part of the... It is, it's part of the dress. So what bottoms did she have? Number 2 type B leggings. That makes sense. I just wasn't sure if she maybe was also wearing the gear, like from the Alliance raid.
My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, it does wonders for the constitution. As part of her studies, I may just have to give Riki Tio a little taste.
Alright, Airwell.
Warrior of Darkness, if you're finished helping Riki, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting. We already have some enemies that you can deal with. Vampire bats. The guards say they've become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the guards caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away, and in preparation, Chesamil kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That's to say, put on a good show, yes? Right, let's head outside at once. Everyone follow me. Alice, wait, just... Come on then, children.
Speak with Alize at the Exarch. So we'll run over here and we'll teleport to Tessellation. Because that will be the quickest way to do it. Especially since she's literally like right outside this gate, apparently. One second. Okay. There she is. I can't sprint because it's on cooldown. Probably should have hopped on my bike, but it's too late now.
Everyone's here. Good, let's get started, shall we? As their name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood. And originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesamil's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you are like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 each for you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Yes. Well, there's nothing like friendly competition to bring out the best in Morrighan. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you are to stay with Reen. She's really strong too and will keep you safe. Without further ado, then let the contest begin. Been a while. Looking for buildings. That's not near a building. Feel like this one, though, might be near a building. We'll see. Well, we got 3 of them here, so that's a good sign. Hey, let's bring out the Chocobo. Because the Chocobo will help this fight just go that much quicker. Okay. There's one. I definitely feel like this one would count as near. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be near Sullen. So that's why I'm like, well, we'll see where this one is. Oh, yeah. I would say that counts as near something. Another set of 3.
Ooh. There goes that mat. We'll burst phase this one. And then we'll burst phase that one. Okay. Now we gotta go somewhere back up here. And I feel like... Ooh. Ooh, I actually feel like Fort Job is gonna be the best one. I didn't realize there was one up there. We're gonna kick Alisaie's ass. Yeah, this one's definitely gonna be a good one. Near buildings? Oh, yeah. Could not be more better. You know what? Let's slow them down just a smidge. Because we can. And they wanted a good show, so I mean, this is putting on a good show for those little kids. They're getting to see burst phases and just general ass kickery. Which is a real word. I actually don't think anyone would argue that. Bum 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 bum. Well fought, Morrighan. The children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally, may I see your fangs for good measure? Yeah, you can see all 9 of them that I've collected. How many did you get, Alisaie? Huh? How many? Apologies for the wait. My fangs. Not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. Five, 6, 7... 7 fangs from Alisaie. Which means that the victory goes to Morrighan, who collected 9. Damn right. Bah, seems you found the better spots for lures. I would be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed, but you're still within reach. I'll get the better of you next time. So, children, you've now seen the Warrior of Darkness in action. What are your impressions? She's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Damn right. I'm that good. Our gods are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like her. Well, you can't. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Morrighan, and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Oddbert appeared, but I've wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and sister. See, and I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Oddbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. What about you, Arkle? Me? To be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them. See the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. It felt as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. It's okay, kid. You will.
I understand how Arkle feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days, of Amarat burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made, it felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind, but when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Ascian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. Huh, but look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're to stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground.
What's up, Alice? Why you acting weird?
Ugh. It's nothing, just a dizzying spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon.
No, you're not fine. None of you are fine, and you're all pretending like it's just a tiredness, but no, you're all dying, and you won't say anything. Urianger had one, Fancred had one. As you ponder Alice's words, you are taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting.
Ah, yes.
Let us go back. I was so confused. I was like, whose chocobo is here? It's mine. It was Vex. Charlie. Now, I do remember that this next cutscene, I believe, involves Exarch and Elidibus. But I don't remember what it's about. Yeah, you saw me as Zim too, didn't you?
Why am I... Was it you who called me here?
No. On behalf of the convocation, I bid you welcome to our order. At times you will stand with us. At times you will stand against us. All that you might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For yours is the seat of Elidibus, the emissary, and by this name shall your every action be guided.
So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Give back Ardbird's body.
What fool would relinquish his weapon on the eve of battle? That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down.
No, you won't.
Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness, and I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. As if he mistook you for another.
If Ladeus called me his new old friend.
No. I recall not of whom he spoke.
Not yet, anyway.
Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
It's that one. It's that one.
I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
You piece of shit.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
You good, buddy?
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing, the consequence of my recent exertions. It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest.
Good. Because if you
No need
die...
to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor.
I'm not convinced we'll go back to the first.
One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find.
Oh, come on.
They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, For a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness.
Ooh, recklessness sounds fun.
Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Of course he has. Of course he has. The fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment. But come, let us have the details of from Reen. None of those. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to Spagirix. We chanced to meet Thancred there returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. He was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Chirurgeons are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the Exedra told me where to look. I see. It cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Spagirix. Yep. We'll hurry so fast, I'm gonna jump straight down. The gate's open, but I'm gonna run anyway. Or I'm gonna jump them anyway. Because it feels much cooler. Although, just imagine Morrighan, you know, like planting her hand and like jumping over the gate that way. You. Whoops. We somehow managed to jump to the side like that instead of... Where's he at? Okay, he's back on his feet, kind of. He's sitting down, but he's not unconscious anymore. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's ether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all of this happened without warning. Oh, not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Urianger nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which, in retrospect, might have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further.
time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Morrighan, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult with Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. You got it. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Asians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while. Mayhap Urianger too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Beck Lug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alfino and I will find Urianger. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Morrighan. Alright. To the Rising Stones. That's not... Oh, there we go. Hey, we did it without having to spin in a full freaking circle this time. So I feel pretty accomplished about that. Tataru. Morrighan! What excellent! I mean, awful timing! You see, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Kryl's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a receptionist and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You'd better talk to Kryl. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? I guess I can. Entrance to the Dawn's Respite.
Excuse us. This way.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary. I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all. And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether.
Okay, that seems kind of, connected a little bit.
And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
Okay. Nope. There we go. What news from the first? Well, let me tell you. I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in their ether. But it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon. So if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. Let's grab the Fending set. And then before we do this next quest, we're going to take a short break.
Morrighan, could you spare a moment? While Kryle goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. There's a gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see. And since we might be waiting a while, I would wonder if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out, well... So, now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there.
Okay.
Well, I had better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence.
Valid. high. Not that. Lower tables would have been nice. Amazing.
There you are, Morrighan. As I'm sure you guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Cryle, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. Holy shit, she's been doing a lot. And in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven even as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. Oh, she was in an outfit.
I love her hat! It's amazing!
There, baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself.
Archon loaf. I actually don't know if that's what it is at all. Your cake looks like bread. No, it smells great. That's the safe answer.
Doesn't it just? It's called Archon loaf, in case you're wondering, and it's what they eat over in Sharlayan. Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Cryle tells me it's a good source of ether, so it should lend them a bit of strength at least. There truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Cryle! And if it isn't Rambros, too! I trust you require no introductions either, Morrighan.
I remember Rambros, yeah. Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I confess, I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain Allagan technologies.
I have been keeping Rambros apprised of events in the First. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it is him and his fellow sons.
Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement, memory transference was the sole province of Allagan royalty. Its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem, which begs the question of why I bothered to come here empty-handed as I am. The answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remained behind have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now.
Forgive me, but do you say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back?
That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed.
Well, there you have it, Morrighan. If you'd be so good as to see Rambros' message and Tarbu's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Cryle, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try, just to make sure everything's as it should be? But of course! I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambros. As a fellow Sharlayan, may I trouble you for your opinion?
Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rollenberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. I see, I see. Oh no, is it that bad? It is indeed, Tataru. Dense and unpleasant. Exactly as it should be. Just so. The very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world. But our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Sharlayan, the majority regard food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born, the creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious amounts of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the dough, all with nary a care for those qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description. Yet, for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied, and being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it is all too familiar. Oh, how it takes me back. If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Morrighan, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. To the ocular. Nope. Nope. There we go. Just trying to interact with the crystal. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? By the 12, Archon loaf. However did you come by this? I'd swear it had come straight from Sharlayan. Rambros said that, did he? Oh, his words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, may you tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it, but I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But here we are, but we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication it required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation.
Forgive the delay. We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their course.
Not knowing Elidibus set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Not that great, Alpha, no. Well enough, but time is not on our side.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind, and so we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects notably do not possess.
Fair.
We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall.
That's fair.
And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
That is what Alice said, is that he couldn't kill himself.
Assuming it works. We shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But
Alice
there
is
is a
caught
distinct
on.
difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not.
Fair.
Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
I, for some reason, halfway expected Becklug to be like, I told you they would catch on to your plan. Hast thou a moment, Morrighan? I would speak with thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not in certainties, yet if Becklug hath the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. As thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert, however, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end he did cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. Okay, let's snag the healing coffer this time. Right then, while the Exarch literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, it seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Just so, and there is one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, the Y'shtola should not be left alone at Anida. Might I trouble you to visit her, Morrighan? See that all is well? I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. Fair enough, buddy. I'll look into it. My thanks. You may leave the Asians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will retire to Yule Moor, and when Y'shtola has finished plumbing the depths, I'd like the two of you to join us there. If you are bound for Anida, I suggest you go visit Vinmont Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. Let us be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Always, David. I have a delivery from the source, Kupo, courtesy of one Tataru Taro. You're a long way from home, Moogle, and this is from Tataru, is it? Whatever could it be? Archon loaf, thou sayest? Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past. Bread from another world! May I try some? Mayest thou, child? Thou must. That said,
Though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. Though it rarely darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the studio. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. Alfino, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes. Do you know that? Get him, Alize. What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment. Right, let's really be off now. We can drink to Hold on. I don't know where I'm getting the word fresh from. We can drink to wash down the bread on the way. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. There we go. Goodness, that was a struggle. Alright, he said the Vinmont Yawns. Which means we'll teleport to right. And then we'll head south from right. Maybe like slightly southwest. No, just straight southwest. I was gonna say south-southwest, but... And we go to the pier. I wonder if I can still go here even where I am with Aerolith. Oh, if it ain't the Warrior of Darkness herself, what brings you to these parts? Heading out to sea, eh? But of course we'd be happy to help. Just say the word and I'll ready a boat. Travel to Anna. That's no bueno. You would.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Reviewing the records yet again. Really? You worry too much, Elidibus. This dedication to your duty verges on obsession. To think some thought you ill-suited for the role. How wrong they were. But come, turn your gaze outside the window, my friend. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. Ah, it swells within me, empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, Why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so?
Okay. Where'd you take
I shall
her?
take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask.
You piece of shit.
Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
Fine. I accept your challenge, Elidibus. Yep. Level sync is in effect. Oh yes, Armoralt. You are familiar with this place, I believe. This remembered Armoralt. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. I tire of your games, Elidibus. You speak as if you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy, and you mine. Our goals are in conflict, and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that feigned sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light, that I would come to look upon you as a friend? You, who have slaughtered my people, who would tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it, then. Very well. Let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. Oh, the starting three, people. The starting 3 Adventure Guild leaders. But do not imagine I crave remorse. Only justice. Alright. Forward, hero. We shall see how strong you have become. Alright, we'll zoom out a little bit. Let us begin. Rest assured there are no tricks. You need but defeat the enemies before you. First, something easy. Those whom a budding hero might encounter at the beginning of the tale. I believe I have the perfect subjects. Ah. Let not their appearances stay your hand. Beneath the facade, they are merely monsters. Easy enough. Oh, I have to talk to you to continue on the thing. Okay. All too easy, I see. But at least now you understand the rules. Thus will we make our way to the capital. Are you trying to unnerve me? Come now. I made it plain that they were monsters. Be that as it may, even a monster could be someone's beloved. That is what I wish to impress upon you. But come, we shouldn't dwell on the beginning when so much of your story awaits. Oh, it's Moonbrita! And Urianger! And Minfilia! And Biggs and Sid and Wedge! Every tale requires villains. Defeat them and claim your place as hero. Well done, champion of Eorzea, well done. Onward, then, over the bloodied bodies of the fallen. What do we got here? Ah, yes, Moonbrita. Not Moonbrita. Merlwyb, Connie Cinna, and the hurt, Nanamo. Okay. You tasted many sweet triumphs, yes. But so too did your taste bitter tragedy. Who could forget the Crystal Braves? The idealistic, pathetic dream born from a malformed creature. Faces you now you know and loathe. All let your hatred burn, and strike them down with all your might. That was Schloppe. With such ease yet again, you did always grow stronger with every battle. It seems it will take more than these monsters to leave an impression upon you. Or mayhap you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters. No, I have dealt with countless heroes and always it ends the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences, will result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them. I can but put faith in my own beliefs, and fight for them with all my being. It seems there's nothing for it but to fight. For a certainty, I am Elidibus, and come what may, I will fulfill my mission. And to that end do I take your measure, and eventually I will eliminate you. Your hopes and dreams are inconsequential. But enough talk. It is not your assertions that I wish to know, but your strength. Look! Horsefant and his dad! Falsely accused of regicide, you fled for the snow-swept fields of Kurthis. I've been muted that whole time. God damn it. Well, that sucks. But not only did you stubbornly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragonsong War. Swept along by the tide of events, you pursued and slew those who sought to... I don't know. It was a thirst for vengeance that drove you. Damn! You're like, I trust you are beginning to limber up. Do keep up the fine form. I think that's when they found out their brother died? Maybe. Around heroes, people are wont to flaunt.
People who harbor all manner of motives, each baser than the last. Come, let the curtains rise on the grand melee. No more than they deserve. In the end, their hand of friendship was tainted with personal desire. Yazael and not Nidhogg, Race Veilgar. Who's this one? Nidhogg? Do we fight Nidhogg Shade? You know what comes next. You put an end to the Dragon Song War. Honestly, like, you're showing me my greatest hits. But these were all good things that I did. There is no saving your comrade this time. All you can do is cut off the serpent's head. Unfortunately, even he too does fall. Unfortunately for you. And as simple as that, a 1,000-year war is brought to its conclusion. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there is only ever conflict. Now, how are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say there will have been a few individuals for whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused you keenest grief. That is what our people are to us, an irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are my. Never mind. We are not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Emperor Saulus had enkindled an insatiable flame. Garlemald was its name. And it raged across the land, consuming all in its path. Following the trail of ash, you set forth for Alamiga and Doma into a storm of blood. Again you fought, and again you grew strong. So strong that we could no longer control you. Yours is an unnatural, beastly strength. We shall lay it bare. In order to gain a foothold in the liberation effort, you journeyed to the far eastern plains. There you encountered the land's greatest warriors and sought to win them over to your cause.
Cannot be extinguished.
The strong are drawn to the strong. Thus did you gather your allies to your back. Yugiri and Gosetsu and Yatsu. Yet where ardent souls gather, so too do fires burn. In this way, you did consign those around you to the flames. Burn them all, hero. Reduce them to nothingness.
Forgive me.
I cannot fail. Not again.
You did not hesitate. Perhaps could not. No matter, let us turn our attention to the finale. Here we shall have a test between fellow beasts. It is only fitting, would you not agree? When I fought you in this flesh, 'twas I who triumphed. Will you turn the tables this time? Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. Kill those. Alright, is that all? That was it? My creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Come, we continue this within. An impressive show of strength, but surely no more than a foretaste of that which Imitselk's conqueror is capable. Such might requires a fairer measure, to compare like with like, yes. I shall just have to test you myself. Come on, Morrighan. Show me what you can do. Fallen warrior. Artbert. I've done this once before, I can do it again. Doth thou truly think you can fight your friend? I do, and I think I will win. I may not be the real Albert, but you do well not to underestimate me. All that made him the warrior he was, every battle waged, every blow swallowed, is part of my very being. So come, fight me like you mean to take my head. Good, good. I sense your murderous intent. Aye, you'd kill me given the chance. Mayhap you think to recover this body. If so, prove that it's no use to me. Prove that I can't best you with it. Come at me with everything you've got. Easily. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember anything about this fight. Like, not in the slightest. I don't even remember doing it.
Can you withstand this? Oh, Violet. I can withstand anything you throw at me. I see. You're a different beast when you're faced with my creation. Very well. I will transcend my very limits, and we'll see what you're truly capable of. Hold nothing back, for neither will I. You might be starting a little late on your hold nothing back phase, buddy, because you are down to your last 16% of health. I'm gonna eat this one. Worth it. Goodbye, Albert. I have my answer. Duty complete. Put your sword away.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished? My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see. Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you. I have a theory, you see. One concerning that which you seek to accomplish.
Okay.
It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal.
Ooh.
The ancients created Zodiac to deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
Ooh, I think she's touched a
A
nerve.
primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Your question is irrelevant.
I don't think it is. I think you're just angry because she touched a nerve.
No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. But enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
Okay. Where's my webcam? There it is. It's getting real. It has been an uneventful morning. If indeed it is morning. I've no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at Anida have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? I see. Then let us make for Yulmore at once. We have much to share with our comrades, Elidibus's parting threat not least of all. But forgive me. It would seem my belongings did not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from Anida. With luck, the ethereal stream you traverse still lingers. I won't be long. Peculiar crystal. I remember this quest. This quest is pretty cool. A peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface, an array of lights twinkle like a tiny constellation of stars. Day 4th. Bring honor to the seat of... The distorted voice of an ancient rings out in your mind. A moment preserved in the crystal, it would seem. You notice something else glinting up ahead. Okay, so that's one crystal. How many more must we gather? Ooh. 2, 3, 4 crystals. You find 3 more crystals lying on the floor, though they differ in color and decorations. Each is identical in shape. You focus on the crystals and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. Behold, my friends. Embraced by the earth and caressed by the wind, vibrant life flourishes. All is right in creation. There can be no greater joy than to use our wisdom for the good of our people. No greater pride. May all know happiness, now and forevermore. There not appear to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it would be wise to continue the search outside. Okay. We're at 4. Looks like there's another pile up ahead. Let's go find out. Five and 6. Your instincts serve you true, and you discover another 2 crystals. As you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The heavens are ablaze and the land rent asunder. What will become of the world? Is life itself to be denied? Come what may, we must not surrender to despair. If we but hold fast to hope, we may yet find a path to salvation. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. The voices tell an incomplete tale. Might more remain to be found. It's a scavenger hunt. We found 6 of however many. What do we got down here? Another 2. You soon discover 2 more crystals, which takes us up to a total of 8. Rather, too soon, in fact. As if someone wanted you to find. Everything burns, crumbles, decays. I hear the lamentations of my brethren, and soon there will be only silence. We will deliver our star from its doom. This we swear. So please, dry your tears. Whatever awaits at the end of your search, it is plain you have yet to find. Oh, we can definitely get out of first-person view now. Okay, so 8. 9, 10, and 11. Sure enough, your persistence is swiftly rewarded. This time with 3 crystals. The time has come. We shall rewrite the laws of creation, and we shall save our star. From this life, our savior born, may I be worthy of the honor. Bet you that one's Elidibus. I feel my soul turning, slowly but irrevocably, and the power I wield begins to seem terrible. But this is right. It is right. Seems to be near its end, but it isn't over yet. Ow. That's in my wrist, that hurt. With almost melancholy inevitability, the 12th crystal soon reveals itself to your questing eye. Though salvation is ours,
It came at a great sacrifice. All that remains is to pray that we will one day meet again beneath a blue sky. Judging by its testimony, it would seem the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. Yeah. Another glint has caught our eye. I mean, we are 2 crystals short of 14. Gone is the brilliant radiance of life, replaced by the sickly glow of malformed creatures. Is this to be how it ends? For we who loved the star with all our being? No, I will not suffer it to be so. Well, we meet again, my new old friend. Iflideus. How good of you to remember. Ah, I see you have been collecting stars. I speak of those crystals. They have constellations etched upon them, yes? High in the heavens, those stars shine their guiding light down upon the lives below. Fitting symbols for the convocation of 14. Would you not agree? As you will have gathered, each crystal bears an account of the life of a member of the convocation, as remembered by the Unsundered. Lest you worry, they aren't concepts. They are far too incomplete to be so. But they suffice for imbuing memories within sundered souls, that they might be restored to their office. Keep them. I am sure Emitselk wouldn't mind. He might. So how fare you of late? You are feuding with Elidibus this time, I believe? I shall refrain from passing comment on your struggle. It is not my place to do so, long departed as I am. But if I may give voice to a personal desire, I would rather you lived. If you do not, how will you keep your promise to Emitselk? The promise to remember? It must weigh heavy, the burden of all those memories. To one who has lived a life such as yours, I can well imagine how Elidibus's existence might seem hollow, how empty his single-minded pursuit of a half-forgotten cause must appear. But know that his devotion is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. Well, that is quite enough talk about Elidibus. I would see if you can reunite the wayward stars. And then there is the Azim crystal. I mentioned before that there was a member of the Convocation who opposed Zodiark's summoning and defected, one whose office was left vacant. Defectors have been deemed unworthy of commemoration. No crystal exists for the individual in question. or shouldn't exist in any rate, and wouldn't, had a friend not created one in secret. A crystal bearing the forgotten name of her office, along with a magic of her own conceiving, a singular incantation embodying her spirit. Among all the offices, the 14th was most unusual, for while the rest sat in Amarat, its holder was charged with gaining an intimate knowledge of the wider world. In the course of her duty, she traveled the length and breadth of every land and befriended countless folk. She encountered troubles too, of course, matters which she could simply have referred to the convocation, but that was not her way. Nay, more often than not, she would call upon her comrades, and together resolve matters themselves. Such is the magic sealed within that crystal, the magic to summon the stars to your side. In time of greatest need, should you wish upon it with all your heart, it will surely answer your call. And now it is where it belongs. Oh, there is no need for thanks, but nor will I hear any complaints about it either. After all, I cannot say whether I act of my own volition or by the will of my recreator.
So who made the crystals, do you think? You think it was Emmett Selk? I think it was Emmett Selk. I 100% think it was Emmett Selk, and he made one in secret.
I was wondering where you disappeared to. Is something troubling you?
Because Azem was him and Hythlodaeus' friend.
No? Very well. I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Or are we still in first person view? My bad.
Ah, fresh air at long last. I would celebrate my return to dry land with a pot of tea, had we the luxury of time. But we must be prepared for Elidibus. Given what we know, it is plain he will not be deterred from his course. And nor would I, were I him, not if it meant forsaking everything I loved. That said, I have not forgotten how Emmett Selk sought to find common ground with us, for all our misgivings. Ultimately, our differences were not to be bridged, of course, but one must always try. Emmett Selk understood this, and if his gesture resonated with you, perhaps you might consider reaching out to his brethren. Though it may be all for naught, you of all people know that there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion.
Okay. Alright, before we pick that one up, we are going to take another real quick break.
Right, no more musings. We have taken far too long as it is. Our friends await us in Yulmore, yes? Let us hurry and join them.
Yes, indeed. We're just going to teleport there instead of flying because, yeah. Way faster.
It appears we are fashionably late. Come, our tale will not wait.
Oh shit, Chinese. Oh boy. I feel like I've stumbled across the meeting that was going on over there.
Forgive us our lateness. Master Chai, my congratulations on your appointment. By all accounts, you are a capable mayor.
Oh, I have
capable friends, my lady. I must say, it's good to see you looking hale and whole again.
The credit for that lies with my own capable friend, without whom I might never have escaped my abductor.
I don't remember when she didn't look healthy around them.
A primal? I suppose that would explain why Elidibus has been fostering faith in the Warrior of Light. While you were enjoying your audience with the Wandering Heart of Zodiac, we were busy dispatching the last of the Black Master Ascians, a task which proved almost insultingly easy. Formidable though we undoubtedly are, they were obviously sent to provide encouragement for budding heroes. One cannot help but wonder how many times the ploy has been used before.
Master Chai, you mentioned that the people of Calusia are similarly enamored of the Warrior of Light.
Indeed, though it's hardly surprising given the state of the world. Many are still struggling to find a purpose, and it's only natural that they should take comfort in the tales.
Then the fever has spread to every corner of Norvrent. We may have dealt with his black-masked minions, but it is plain Elidibus has yet to show his hand.
True that, Alfie.
Oh my! What a spectacular sky!
Another star shower.
Wait, is that... Amaranth?
What?
Did you hear that? That voice calling out?
No, I didn't hear anything, but... Why do I feel so... like I've lost something dear to me?
Does Elidibus seek to awaken more people to the Echo with clearer visions of the final days?
And who might you be?
Who indeed? Buddy, you just went up against 3 healers that can shield.
Whoever they are, they've come for our heads! No, you don't! Ha!
They are not of flesh and blood.
I know this magic. The rings are like unto those that the Exarch did employ in our summoning.
Okay.
Are you saying the Exarch is summoning them?
Nay, yet the similarity can be no mere coincidence.
Should we make a stand here, or retreat to the Crystarium?
The ether churns around us. More of them will appear ere long. To stay would only place innocents in harm's way. We must fight this battle elsewhere.
Then let us be on the way.
Take one of our airships. You can decide what to do on your flight to the Crystarium.
You are a capable leader in your own right, Master Chai. The citizens of Yulmore chose well.
That they did.
It's settled then. To the airship!
I was like, we should have it should be popping up that we have a dungeon now. Okay, let's do this. We'll give it a 5-minute queue. It says less than 5 minutes, so here's hoping. Stance up. Put your sword away. Majestic Mandeville wand. Now. It really does look like there's a meeting going on, and I'm so curious. Sheer catch. Gemstone trader, huh? Rinda Sue. You're the one that's got like the... Like you look so much like a cat person. Okay. Come on. We're just gonna keep running laps around here because we really don't have anything else to do while we wait for this to either pop or end up being ran as a trust. The annoyance will be high if it ends up being done as a trust. Golden Ronkin Flute. Just requires 2.5 million. No, 25 million, not 2.5 million. And then the wretched pauper split his head open. Ho 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 ho. Come on, phone. Quit it. Okay. We'll run another loop. They're in a crossworld party. My bet is then that they are probably in-game raiders. Rinda Sue, aren't you over here? Where are you going? I kind of want to see you disappear. What is she doing? What is she doing? She's right over here. What do you have to say about your twin, Rinda? I hardly have words to express how beautiful the stars look, reflected in the sea.
Had I known, I would have been a bit more encouraging of efforts to reclaim the night.
Oh, what is this weather called? Star shower? Can we look straight up at it? No. Alright, we got 50 seconds. Before we just run this as a trust. It is a pretty view. Oh, does anybody in here have any comments about the sky? Bailey. Things might be falling apart outside, but it's business as usual as here. It has to be. Cross? Of course I'm cross. My honeybee refuses to meet me outside of this establishment. I only wish to see the stars together. I've heard about you, the so-called warrior of darkness. Yes? Well, we've quite enough darkness in here as it is, so would you mind moving along? Alright. Menard. Everyone appears to have returned to normal, so I too can get back to my standard duties, protecting the other honeybees from obnoxiously drunk patrons, mainly. What about you, Sasha Ray?
The stars are lovely, but I would rather keep gazing into a certain someone's eyes.
And then I think Tista just wants to keep playing. Alright, well, it hasn't popped yet, so we're gonna just wander on over here. Oh, but there's a DPS in the queue now. Do we wait? Alright, I'm gonna give it one more loop around. Otherwise, I'm just gonna run it as a trust. Gear exchange. Crypt Lurker augmentation. All right. All right. It did not pop. So we're gonna drop Alisei for Rin.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Like Rin said, here we go. Oh, but I think I have Alphino healing me. Shit. Well, let's see if he's as good as Urianger's been. Because Urianger's been doing pretty good lately.
Damn it! Hang on to something!
We're gonna land in Amarong. I forgot that we got attacked on the way in. Yep. Alright, Alphino. Time to prove yourself. Let's go. Wow. Let me tag you all again. Now we'll run back to the White Mage. All right.
Leave the healing to me.
Then perhaps you should do some healing, boy. If you want us to leave it to you. Okay, first pull down. Ah! When I saw that airship come down, I had my suspicions. But it is you. Come, Gun. Our friends need help. Look, it's our friends from Mordsuk. Be careful, yes? I haven't the faintest idea what's going on, but you'd best keep moving. Alright. Tag you all again, and then I expect you all to come with me. There we go, we pulled them. I'm coming, I'm bringing them back, Alfie. Oh, I should probably throw up my second mitigation set there. Get the poison going on the paladin. Are they? Are you guys doing stuff that would make me think the gloves are off? Because I don't know. These pulls are taking a while. Paladin's almost dead, though. Once he's dead, we'll see where Rin goes next. Here's where she went. Perfect. Alright. There's that pull. You gotta be kidding me. All that, and there's still one more thing for us to fight. Right, there we go. Lucky we chanced to be testing some Talus. Boom. Alright. We've made it to the first boss. Spectral Thief! Oh, gotta be way over here. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. the second area that we're about to be heading into, that area. Okay. Is
This is going to leave a mark.
pretty cool looking, honestly. Because it takes us back to like Ilmag, kind of. Well, I guess it's not kind of. It does take us back to Ilmag. Because our lovely branch shows up and is like, here, I'll get you where you need to go.
This is going to leave a mark.
Talia, protect me!
I don't want to blow all of my mitigations right here at the end when I'm going to need them for the dungeon pulls. When will you learn to call your lovely branch when you're in trouble? We'll discuss this later, but for now, onward! We would be hard-pressed to find stouter aid. She's not wrong. We would be. Spectral Dragoon and Spectral Monk. Let's get our allies with us. Now let's run back. Alphino. Did we even get anything killed during that?
Leave the healing to me.
I honestly can't tell. I fucked that up. There we go. We're kind of getting it back on track now. Go. Okay, everybody on the paladin, please. Oh, they're both paladins. On the paladin that's got less health first, please. And we did. There we go. This way, my brave sapling. This way. I got a new Mao and Tupac Amaru. Ooh, she's bringing in mustard seed and... Get out of that. Why are we not fighting the bard that's almost dead? There we go. There we are. Continue on, Morrighan. We will keep these ones busy. Spectral Necromancer. I almost said Necromancer because I was not thinking. Necromancy. Oh dear, tired so soon. Honestly, I kind of feel like she's sort of uses Nimia's design from the newest Alliance raids. Kinda.
Leave the healing to me.
Like, I just, looking at this enemy now, I kind of get Nimia vibes.
I will not hold back.
Okay. This last section of the dungeon, though, probably one of my least favorite sections of any dungeon. Because it feels so long, and it feels like it drags. And I don't know, maybe I've just had bad luck while running it, but Steel Arm Serig and Giat the Ale Forged. Two of the people that you run role quests with. There's Granson. Watch me, Melinda. This time I fight not to avenge, but to protect. Come on, Alphino, there we go. I need the heal, my boy.
Compared to the virtues, this is just a relaxing diversion. Spectral Ink Mage and Spectral White Mage. Okay. I think it's specifically this pull that feels like it just takes forever. And it's because you have to break it up into two. Like, it won't let you pull the whole group because you have to wait for these ones to die. And then more spawn in, kind of. And it's just like, damn. It just feels like such a grind. Damn, we must find a way past his defenses. Right, you asked for it. Have a taste of dwarven tradition, you airy, glowy bastard. Let me re-grab the aggro real quick. Oh no, Ink Mage must be something like Scholar or Summoner. Because there is an actual Spectral Black Mage, so I don't know. Alright, Alphino, Rain, Y'shtola, it's time for our burst phases. Get through this fight ASAP. Spectral Berserk. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Should have mitigated that. I did not, though. It'll be okay. Because I can mitigate this instead.
Leave the healing to me.
Get out from in front of him. All of you move, please. Thank you. I mean, it is an attack that's just as wide as his hitbox, so you just have to move out to an edge, but I usually just go to flanks because it allows me to still hit him with regular attacks. I've screwed that one up on my first playthrough of this dungeon. We got out and tried to stack with someone else. Big mistake, don't do that.
You all are barely out of that. Oh. Ah! Okay. Oh, I can mitigate that. Yeah. We barely did. Just in time. Ring, you want to get out of there? Rin almost went berserk. All right. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Shadowless Trousers of Maine. Alright. I have a feeling this cutscene's gonna have voice acting, so I'll get rid of my camera for a moment.
I think that's the last of them.
Apparently even they have limits. Nevertheless, we should remain vigilant.
Urianger, something occurred to me while we were fighting. These enemies.
Are heroes hailing from other shards, summoned hither to deliver this world from its doom.
So we were killing others?
Scant moments after the star shower did they appear, as yet more souls were inspired to walk the hero's path, no doubt. Thus did hopes for salvation of realms near and far resonate and converge, lending still greater strength unto our adversary.
So that's Elidibus's game. But first things first. If the rings are the same as the Exarchs, then we need to ask him how that's possible.
True that.
The Crystarium is close. Let us press on.
They come.
So near and yet so far.
In the chaos of conflict, one can always find an opening to exploit.
Well, look at her taking to heart your teachings, Thancred.
Whoever taught you that is a wise man indeed, and good with a gunblade. But yes, I dare say we can create an opening wide enough for at least one of us to slip through.
And I think we know which one he's
That
talking about.
being you, of course. Though others are welcome to follow in your wake. Reen and I will keep our guests occupied.
Brave and selfless as ever. Yet the two of you may struggle to fool our foes, etherically sensitive as they are. Had you a comrade who could use destructive magics to wreak havoc upon the ambient ether, on the other hand?
You have revealed my
Very
trap
well.
card.
I too shall assist in the diversionary effort.
Oh, not this old dance again. Yes, obviously, I'll stay and fight. Alphino, I'm about to do a great many stupid and reckless things. Watch my back, would you?
And there you have it. Take care of yourself, my friend.
Get to the exile. Make it a nice big opening, eh? You don't have enough lives for this.
We'll do our best.
Finished? Then let's begin.
That's Red Mage LB3. I'm glad I didn't tell her to use her magic sparingly, because she just used it all. A short while earlier, in the ocular. It worked.
'Tis done.
Hell yeah!
Oh, let me see, let me see! Oh, yes! Your memories are preserved safely within. We've done it at last!
I have inspected the other vessels. They are all ready to receive of our friends' memories.
Oh, excellent, excellent! I shall have my familiars bear word to them at once!
You.
Elidibus.
It was not until I observed the battle between Emet-Selch and the Warrior of Darkness that I realized what I must do.
I will summon heroes from other worlds unto the first, just as you did. Their presence shall serve to empower me, granting me the strength to crush my enemy.
Though it pains me to disappoint you, I feel compelled to explain that the magic in question requires no small amount of preparation.
Ah, but you assume I require my champions to be summoned in their entirety. I do not. Their souls needn't even be whole. My purpose requires no more than their burning desire to vanquish evil.
This I shall sear upon the ether,
raising thereby an army of phantom heroes to whom I shall whisper,
as I have to so many over the ages. Here lies darkness. It must be destroyed.
You would.
And you expect me to cooperate?
I do not require your cooperation. Your death will suffice. The magic I shall have from your corpse.
Go!
Elidibus! We must flee!
Damn it.
But what is this?
Is the tower even getting closer? It's probably what's going through your head.
Exarch! Beck-Lug! What's happened?
My friend, how did you... No matter, Elidibus. He took us unawares.
It was all we could do. To raise a war to hinder his steps. And so we fled. But he took it. The vessel with the Exarch's memories. Forgive me. Forgive me.
The vessel bears not only my memories, but my blood. The blood of Allegan royalty, granting him the means to control the tower. With it, he has performed I know not how many summonings, calling forth heroes from across the rift. And, as you can see, the burden upon the tower is beginning to tell.
Leave him to me.
No, I won't let you go alone. Not this time. Elidibus has exploited the people's nobility, twisted their purest intentions for terrible ends. And I cannot let it stand. As Exarch, it is my duty to protect them, to defend their hopes and dreams. So I am going to the Crystal Tower, with or without your blessing. Though, I would rather it were with. Thank you.
I'd join you, but I would only be a burden. Better that I remain here with my gremlins.
Oh, Beck-Lug.
I shall send help. Stay strong, my friend, and take heart. By binding Elidibus within the tower, we have done more than simply delay him.
Oh?
Much like our adversary, I am not wont to show my hand prematurely, but the time has come to bring my strongest card to bear.
And what might that be?
To the tower!
With your permission, I would make a brief stop at a censor gate, just long enough to send the god to Becklug's aid. You understand? Were it not for them, we would have never escaped Elidibus, much less with the spirit vessels. Though mine fell into our foes' clutches, Becklug gathered up the rest at great risk to himself. I must see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I might fulfill my duty. Speak with the nervous god. Where's Lena? There's the nervous guard. Is Lena over here? Where's Lena? Warrior of Darkness, Exarch, forgive us this paltry greeting. We were not notified of your coming. It wasn't planned. I need you to assemble a rescue party. Our friend Becklug lies wounded in a clearing to the west. Pray go to their aid with all haste. At once, my lord, but may I ask how they came to harm? There have been reports of enemies in our midst, specters who appeared after the star shower. Do they have anything to do with it? Yes. The man who attacked Becklug is responsible for the star shower and the appearance of the specters. I have no time to explain, but know that the individual in question does not seek to do indiscriminate harm. If you do not bar his servant's path, they will not turn on you. You are to leave this foe to us, understood? Meanwhile, I ask that you alert the rest of the guard and focus on maintaining calm in the city. Understood. There's Lena. Lena! I shall take charge of matters in the city. Find Becklug. Now! No time to explain. The graver the matter, the less inclined you are to speak of it, even when it is plain for all to see, like what is happening to you. Lena, this time there truly is no time. I know, my lord. When matters otherwise, I believe you would even be willing to speak of your past if pressed. Yet I remain afraid to do so. Afraid that what I might learn would make a stranger of you. Forgive me, there is no time. I mean, perhaps a few words are in order. Indeed, time must be made. Lena, do you remember that time you got lost in the tower when you were little, and I searched for you for hours on end? And the cake I baked for your 10th name day, that hideous lump the good people of the mean covered up with beautiful candles? And your hapless first encounter with the Sin Eater as a god. Afterwards you threw yourself into your training, pretending nothing was wrong, though I could see the tears in your eyes. All these moments that we shared, all the feelings that accompanied them, they are as real as aught that came before, and nothing will ever change that, will ever change what we mean to one another. If I have made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Heavens knows you deserve better. Through the darkest of times you have kept faith in me, standing tall as a proud daughter of the Crystarium. As an example to us all, I count myself blessed to have had you in my life, and I want you to know that. Why do you speak so, as if this were our last meeting? Truly, you have a knack for making people worry. The arms crossed. Besides, it is you who are an example to us all. You have led us through countless trials, and you who will lead us through countless trials to come. So go, my lord. Do what you must, but take care. Ah. She knew. She knew that was their last meeting. The ward holds. Excellent. Elidibus will still be within the tower. Our foe's sole purpose is to destroy you, and to that end he has summoned heroes from other reflections, empowering himself with their hope even as they occupy your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To wit, spare no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward only when you are ready. Let's fucking do this. You are ready then. Very well, I shall lift the ward. It's time we finished this. And finish it we shall, for no hero our foe could summon to his side shall ever compare to you. And as for me, well, no ally you could summon to your side will ever try harder. That much I swear. So come, my friend, let's finish this once and for all. This is probably one of the hardest trials in the game. But it's so much fun.
Not here either. We must keep climbing.
Wasn't that long ago that we ran these to unlock this?
"'Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here.
The toes.
You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began. I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed.
For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Why me?
Why you? Why not you? Had I chosen another, we would never have made it this far. Or do I mistake your meaning? Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades. And what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy, as if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for I was no hero. Neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain. That I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end. I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured, you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence. Break!
Memories of a possible future. Worthless, all. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The Waking Sands. Yes, that was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours.
The Seventh rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emetzelk pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done. What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I... This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
I will put an end to this.
No. No! It will not end here! Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call. The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all. If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection, as the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness, let us finish this. What?
How? Allow me to call upon my friends. Herein I commit the chronicle of the traveler, shepherd to the stars in the dark. Know the world be sundered and the souls set adrift. Where you walk, my dearest friend, fate shall surely follow. For yours is the 14th seat, the seat of Azim. I'm honestly kind of surprised they haven't.
An invocation of Eld, though not of Hydaelyn's making. What are you?
I'm surprised they haven't nerfed this fight.
No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
Okay, the seat of sacrifice now accessible. While we queue for it, I'm gonna watch a video on it real quick, just because I need a refresher on when to use the tank LV3. Hopefully it doesn't take too terribly long to pop. Thank God. Don't fail me now, DPS, please. Come on. Woo! Alright. Warrior of Light, Elidibus.
For my people, for our world, I will strike you down.
Fine. Bring it. And hey, it didn't take the full 9 minutes. I think it only took about 5. Maybe.
This battle shall be our last.
Let me let you get a little ways ahead, aggro-wise. Now, let me get up to the second place on the aggro list, just should, you know, an accident happen. There we go. For this one, you want to be moving around. So you don't get frozen.
Be gone! Spawn of shadow!
Okay, imbued absolute blizzard. So when he goes to do that ability, we make sure we're moving.
Must be destroyed.
Here we go. In and moving. In and moving. Only two of us got frozen. Oh shit, I have aggro.
Gleaming steel, light my path!
Alright, here we go. If you will not fall, then you will be banished instead. And this is one of the harder parts because it's a button press that you can't fail, because if anyone fails it, you wipe. Struggle all you like, even should you break free, there is no way back. I succeeded? Hell yeah, we did it first try. Now we have the hard part. The LB3. You clutch the crystal of Azim to your breast and wish upon it with all your heart. And so it ends in unceremonious silence. And who brings us back but Mr. himself?
It cannot be!
The snap. But the thing that gets me the most is that fucking wave. It just... oh.
To me, warriors of light!
Okay. The reason this LB3 is so hard
salvation given form
is because it doesn't
mankind's first hero
give you a
and his
countdown.
final hope. For victory, I render up my all. Your demise will be our salvation.
Oh, we did it! Woo!
You still stand. Very well. Be gone, spawn of shadow!
Imbued fire. So when he uses this attack, we want to make sure we stop moving. Well, when he uses the imbued Coruscant saber.
Darkness must be destroyed.
This one. Stop attacking. Hold for another second. Now go. That's a Dragoon ability. The bitter end. Also, my co-tank, they cleared the Omega Protocol. Basically, Omega Ultimate. I can tell by their name, the Alpha Legend.
My soul knows no surrender. Hope, grant me strength.
The Warrior of Light is transcending his limits. I feel like we are way too close. I guess not. Oh, shit, we were.
Gleaming steel, light my path!
Excellent recovery, everyone. I knew we had those stack markers just a smidge too close.
Be gone, spawn of shadow!
Okay, so he's imbued it with Blizzard, which means we're gonna be moving when he uses imbued Coruscant Blade.
Darkness must be destroyed!
Okay, everyone be moving. Good job. Good job, everybody, carrying them to the edges. Why do I feel slow? There we go. Run in circles!
Clad in prayer, I am invincible!
Ugh, fucking hell.
Be gone, spawn of shadow!
Okay, so he's imbuing his blade with Blizzard again. God dang.
My beauty! No, not yet!
Come on. There we go. GG, y'all. Thank you for the clear.
No, I cannot fail. I will not.
Oh. I thought we were, The seat of sacrifice is in. That's... There we go.
Fool! You have achieved nothing. I am immortal, yet I will never surrender.
Elidibus, so fixated were you on my memories of the future, you failed to heed the lessons of the past. Your obsession blinded you to the true nature of this tower, this beacon of hope for mankind. Created to serve as a reservoir for the limitless energy of the heavens. To harness and bind the boundless. Not unlike white auracite.
His trump card.
Your ill-begotten power. Obtained by exploiting that which is best in us. I shall have it. Your soul and all!
And so we bind Elidibus to the tower. Alright, that was a pretty cool moment for me and Graha.
This... Yes. I would become him. I would save everyone. This, I believed. Yet still they cried out in rage and despair. Divided over the fate of the star. A rare occurrence, always fleeting. But not this time. Not this time. Reconciliation. Elidibus. I was needed. I withdrew myself from Zodiac. For them. My people.
My brothers, my friends, stay strong. Keep the faith. At duty's end, we will meet again. We will. We will. The rains have ceased, and we have been graced with another beautiful day. But you are not here to see it.
This one kinda hurt. They did a really good job of making the villains in this game, like, well, except for La Habrea, up until now. Like, there's almost a way you can relate to them. Like, they're still shitty, and they did horrible things, but you can't really blame them.
I may have overexerted myself.
Oh, Lena's gonna be pissed, Braha. Lena's gonna be angry with us.
Steady now and listen. I told you before that I had a plan, and that when all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you. We have averted the 8th Umbral Calamity, found a way for everyone to return to the source, and, last but not least, we have secured the future of all the people of Norvrand. We have won, my friend. So, I hope you'll forgive me this moment of selfishness, and while I wouldn't want you to feel obliged, promise me you'll take me on your next adventure. A journey. Together. That's all I ask.
I promise. Because it doesn't give you any option to say no.
If I were to tell you that this isn't the end, that we will meet again, would you believe me?
No.
Thank you. My friend, with you, my mind and memories shall travel to the ends of the world and beyond. But in this place shall my body stand immovable. May it serve as an undying promise, not only to those who look to me for leadership, but to any soul who has known despair, that hope is everlasting.
Dun dun dun!
There, the Exarch would remain, keeping his silent vigil. When the Scions were not released from his summoning spell, we proceeded with the plan to return them to the Source. The Warrior of Darkness, however, retained her ability to traverse the two worlds at will. And in time, the Crystal Tower became a symbol of her link to the First, and of hope.
Alright, let's go turn this quest in. And then we will probably, we will end stream here, and we'll pick this up tomorrow. And finish up this patch and start the next one. Am I alright? I should be the one asking you. But yes, I'm fine, thank you. We all are. The people are fine, the city's fine, and the star showers have stopped. It's almost as if we'd gone back to the peaceful days that followed the knight's return. Almost. Okay. So with that, thank you everybody for watching. I'm drawing a blank. This is part 3 of Post-Shadowbringers. This is just a horrible sign-off. So we're just going to go with YouTube. Don't forget you can check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, usually starting between 9 and 10 a.m. Pacific time. Twitch chat, don't forget to take care.